I'm Ishansh, and today we're going to talk about the design of small buildings in New Zealand and what are the importance and relevance of it in a construction sector in New Zealand. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So, in the context of New Zealand, small buildings are referred to structures with a limited area designed to accommodate residential or commercial activities for a relatively small number of occupants. For example, residential homes, small commercial shops such as cafes or offices, or utility buildings such as garages, greenhouse or barns. Next. And what are the importance of the small buildings? Small buildings contributes in meeting housing demand and affordability, to preserve cultural and environmental consideration of the region, and to relevance or adherence to the New Zealand Building Code. Functionality. The design of a small building must maximize space efficiency, such as residential use, essential spaces such as bedrooms, kitchens and living areas, while optimizing storage space. Commercial use, layouts that facilitate operations such as displays, customer flows and workspace. And then multi-purpose use, adapting design for flexible uses such as combining the residential space with the commercial space. Next, we have the sustainability. Sustainability is crucial in the design process to align with the New Zealand Building Code. This includes material selection, energy efficiency and water management. Material selection, using eco-friendly materials such as recycled concrete, recycled timber or recycled metals and renewable materials. Energy efficiency, building passive designs like natural ventilation, natural light or natural insulation. And then water management, installing rainwater harvesting systems and low flow arrangements to reduce water usage. And what are the user needs? Accessibility, lifestyle requirements and comfort. So design must comply with all the standards in adherence to the accessibility of the New Zealand Building Code. Then lifestyle requirements, customizing layouts to specific activities such as home offices or hobby spaces for a better space organization. Then we have comfort, ensuring proper lighting and thermal comfort in a small building. Time and cost implications, time management, importance of an efficient construction method such as prefabrication and modular building helps in reducing the overall time of any project. Then we have balancing affordability and quality. Design criteria and safety factors. Any design of a small buildings depends on the assessing loads and safety factors. In assessing loads, we have dead load, live load and wind load. Dead load includes the weight of fixed components like structural elements such as walls, beams, columns and floor. Then we have live loads, includes occupants, furniture and any equipment which can be moved and which is stationary is included in live loads. Then we have wind loads. Wind zones require accounting for wind pressures. As in New Zealand, it's a coastal region, so the wind is too much in this area. Other than these loads, we have also snow load. If there is a snowing area, we also access that load and keep it in consideration. Then we have safety factors, material safety factors to account for variation in material strength. Such as we use different concrete for different applications in the building. Then we have load combination factors. Design also considers combination of loads. Dynamic effects, additional safety factors for loads such as seismic and wind loads. What are the key considerations for small buildings? We need to consider all the side factors and what are the exposure to the environmental conditions and what are the risks. So side factors, soil types and bearing capacity. Before constructing any building, we need to consider the side factors, what type of soil it is and what kind of foundation we're gonna use on it. Then exposure to the environmental condition, that is wind and seismic activities, as we talked earlier. If we are designing a building, we need to consider the seismic activities and loads, and small low risk buildings may use prescriptive guidelines, that is in New Zealand standard 3604 timber frame buildings. Next is what are analyzing structural elements of a small building design. So what are the key structural elements of any building? Those are walls, floors, beams and roof. And the foundation requirements, types of foundation such as shallow or deep. Substructure elements, drainage and waterproofing to prevent moisture issues, along with the retaining walls and basement. These are the structural elements of any building which we need to consider before building the specific, it might be a residential building or commercial building in a specific region. And analysis of New Zealand building codes. New Zealand building codes play a very crucial role in any building design. It provides a framework to ensure that all buildings are safe, healthy, durable and stable. Accessibility. This ensures that safe and easy access to and within the building. Then we have structural safety and stability. This ensures that small buildings can withstand the loads we talked about earlier. And the durability specifies that building components must last for the intended lifespan or the intended time we are considered. Then we have environmental sustainability. New Zealand building codes also ensure that these small buildings are energy efficient with requirements for insulation, glazing and ventilation. Then we have health and comfort, requires adequate bathroom facilities and drainage system, particularly relevant for residential small buildings. And the relevance of New Zealand building, what are the New Zealand building codes we use, and these are the relevance of New Zealand building code in small building design. They provide structural integrity. If we adhere and comply with the New Zealand building code, they protect occupants from hazards like earthquake, wind and fire. Then they promote sustainability. They reduce energy use and environmental impact by providing a passive design. Then ensure comfort and usability. They create healthy and functional living or working space for the occupants. Then enhance durability. New Zealand building code deliver buildings that withstand time and weather conditions. And last, to conclusion, small building design plays a crucial role in housing demand, and they provide a large accommodation on the small number of occupants. Through different assessment of design loads, safety factors and site conditions is essential to be considered. However, establishing sustainable construction practices helps in energy efficient building. And the references. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, nice presentation. I have some question too. What is the purpose of the building code? Why you are using the building code?
Sir, the purpose of building code is to ensure that buildings are safe, healthy, and durable for the occupants.
Okay, what are sections in there? Minimum 3 sections. Can you tell me in the building code?
Sir, clause E for moisture. Sir, clause H for energy efficiency, and sir, clause B for fire protection.
Yes, right.
What are the key structural elements?
Key structural elements of a building are roof, beams. Key structural elements means any building that withstands the load. That load is also known as the key structural elements of any building.
Yeah.
That consists of roof, walls.
How do you see these buildings as a sustainable way for the environment?
As a sustainable way. So if we use renewable materials or the recycled materials such as timbers, and if we use passive design, so they use less energy and they are energy efficient buildings, so they are considered as a sustainable practices in New Zealand.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
So what are the user needs required?
So user needs depends like what kind of buildings we are, what kind of building we are constructing, such as it can be a residential building or commercial building. So it depends on the accessibility, the lighting,
10 minutes,
and
17
the
seconds.
insulation and all.
Now.